Hello artists, we are going to get started on our third week of art class. Now I want everyone to pick a pencil and paper and we're going to start our 10-minute warm-up, alright? So you can see over here, I have my warm-up ready to go and this is my still life, alright? So I got my teacup and some fabric and my fake strawberries there. So now why don't you go ahead, hunt around your house, find some random objects to place in front of you, and that's going to be perfect for our 10-minute warm-up. So I want everyone to pause the video, get going on your warm-up, and then hit play, and we'll be back together. So now that you've done your 10-minute warm-up, now we're going to get started, and we're going to talk about our inspiration for our next drawing, all right? So now, last week, remember, we did fabric, textiles. That was super fun. Now we're going to go over and look at tiles that were made in Mexico, okay? Now these tiles are called Talavera tiles. Now the Talavera tiles were originated in Spain. Now remember, about in the 1500s, Spain came over and conquered Mexico. So with that comes with the different types of tile making. And so the Spanish taught the Mexicans how to make Talavera tiles. Now the Talavera tiles in Mexico are much different than they are in Spain. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get inspired and we're going to watch two really great videos. One is going to be how you make the tiles themselves, and then the other one is going to be all that intricate designs with the clay and how they make them all by hand, alright? So I have those two links down below. You're going to click those, watch the videos, and then come back and we're going to keep going with our drawing, alright? So now we're going to go ahead and we are going to draw two types of Talavera tiles, okay? So with another piece of paper, we're going to go ahead and draw 2 to 3 squares, okay? So I have an example here, and so we're going to go ahead, bring this up over here. Alright, so you're going to, with your piece of paper and pencil, go ahead and draw 2 to 3 squares, almost like windows. And don't worry about getting them perfect. Okay, so once you have those 3 squares, 2 to 3 squares, we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at some photo references of these beautiful Talavera tiles. So you noticed in the video all that intricate details, and look at all these individual tiles. And what's amazing, as you saw in the video, is that huge oven that they're put into, and that's how you get those bright colors. It actually, the clay, the glaze it's called, that's put onto the tile, it melts a little bit, and there's a little bit of glass and clay mixed in there, and so it melts and then it gets nice and shiny. And so that is that important kind of distinction between the Talavera tile and regular tiles, okay? So we have all these really nice patterns that we can see, and look at how fun. We have some suns, we have some flowers, and notice how the corners of each tile has a design, and then we have a center point in many of these tiles. So keep that in mind. Now I'm going to have you guys pick out 2 of your favorite Talavera tiles, or actually why don't we pick out 3 of your favorites from this sheet, and I'll have this photo here in a link down below, alright? So make sure you look at all of those patterns, pick your favorite 3, and then what we're going to do is with our pencil, we're going to draw in our own Talavera tiles in here, okay, into those 3 squares. So here you can see I've already done 3 that are a bit more detailed at the top, and then I've done 3 that are a little bit more simpler. So for you younger artists, this is a good example to look at, and then for the older artists, look at these ones. And then for the older artists, remember, you can keep on going, keep on adding more patterns to get more details. And if you really love doing this, go ahead and you can actually color it in. So if you have colored pencils, markers, whatever you have on hand at home, go ahead and fill that in. And then once you have all 3 squares, your favorite designs filled in, and you colored them in if you wanted to, you are good to go, and you can set that off to the side, all right? So we're gonna put that over here, and we're gonna get started now on our big project, okay? So it is inspired by the Talavera Mexican tiles. And we are actually gonna look at a new animal. We're gonna look at an amphibian, all right? So think about some different amphibians. It's not a snake, it's not a fish. We are gonna do a cute little frog, okay? And I'll have this photo available for you guys in another link. So if you want to print it out for yourself to look at, you can definitely do that. And I'm gonna tape this little frog up here. So we can all see him, and we're gonna go ahead and grab another sheet of paper, get your pencil, and we're gonna go ahead and sketch out this frog, okay? And we're gonna do it together, so keep the video going. So let's go ahead, we're gonna have our paper in landscape, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with the nose of our frog. And I'm gonna try and draw a little bit darker so you guys can see this. And we're gonna go ahead and do kind of a curve shape. And then we're gonna do a kind of bump for the eye that's furthest away from us. And then notice that the back of the frog kind of slopes down. And we have a little triangle for his back end there. And then I'm gonna add this back leg here a little bit bigger so that way we can see that a bit more. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add an oval shape here. And this oval shape is this leg that's kind of sitting forward. So it's gonna go long, 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 and then you're gonna curve it in like that. There we go. Okay, so this is the top part of the leg here, and then it's gonna curve, bend in, and then we're gonna go ahead, come back over to the right side here, and we're gonna bring this leg out, and then back over here, there's that curve. Bring this line out, and so now this is where the foot is gonna go. So we're gonna go ahead and add those nice long finger shapes and have some fun with those. And then we're gonna go ahead and add a tummy to our frog. And let's go ahead, a little kind of horseshoe shape there for the front arm. And then we can go ahead and have our fingers there. We might have to make the face a little bit bigger. I'm going to bring the under part of the chin up, up, up. Yeah, we're just going to make the face a little bigger. There we go. So now we have a triangle shape for the front. And now we're going to place the eye in. Alright, something like that. So now we have a frog outline ready to go. Remember, this is called a contour. So outline is the contour. So now we got our frog contour ready to go. And what we're going to do, there's going to be 3 options for you guys to do. Alright, now I'm going to show you those 3 options. So option 1 you could do is a nice big frog like we just did together, and you can divide it into sections, okay? So this is similar to our puffin drawing we did. Remember, we had that black area on our puffin and then we put the cross-hatching marks? Well, now you could kind of dissect your frog into little sections here on the body, and then you fill each section with a different Talavera tile. Now remember, the Talavera tile, our example is right here. So inside each section would be one of these patterns. Okay, so that would be something for you older kids. Definitely, you could try that out. Now, this is option 1. All right, so now option 2 is our frog that's nice and open. We have our contour, our outline, and the background. Notice that it's very different. So I cut it into different shapes, all random. Just kind of put in lines to kind of cut out the background. And again, filled some of those sections with a Talavera pattern. All right, so the goal would be to fill every section with the pattern. So all of those sections would be filled with some big patterns, some small patterns. And then, so this is option 2. And let's see, option number 3. All right, so now we can actually see it looks very similar to our inspirational photo of our Mexican Talavera tiles. And notice the background. So all little squares, and then those little squares are all going to get filled in with these patterns here. Now, once you decide on which option you want, so this is option 3. So let's go through them again. So you're going to have your option 1. You're going to have different shapes inside of your frog, filling them with the tile patterns. Option 2, your background is being cut into sections, and then you fill each section with a different tile pattern. And then number 3, actually having it the tiles, the squares, similar to our example. And you're going to be looking at this example photo and filling each section with one of those patterns. Now, once you decide on which option you want to do, you can get working on that. Once you finish all of it, then you're going to color it in, and that's going to just look so spectacular. Now, make sure, though, the supplies, what you'll need. So you'll need paper, you'll need a pencil, and now remember we did the black outline. And what you guys can do is use just a black pen, so a black ballpoint pen. That works totally fine. Or you can get is a black Sharpie. That would work fine. Either of those options will be perfect for this project. Now remember, though, pencil first, and then the pen on top, okay? So once you feel really good with everything that's happening in pencil, carefully use your pen, either a Sharpie or a black ballpoint pen on top of it, okay? Now, this is our big project for week 3, so you might have to work on this a few days during the week to kind of finish it up. Just take your time. Remember, we want to make sure we have our inspiration as the Talavera Mexican tiles back in the 1500s, and they're just so beautiful. And once you have that done, then I'm going to have you guys have a little bit of homework to work on, and I'll have that homework down below in the link, and it's labeled homework for week 3, all right? So good luck, everyone, and I can't wait to see your artwork. Make sure you photograph it and send it to me so that I can keep tabs on how everything is going. Have a great rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing your artwork. Have an artful day.